Hi everyone. If I have to cite examples of providing a safe environment to the children of India from the past few decades and in the current modern age, then there are many such personalities around us. For example, Shaheen Mistry, Jiru Bilimoria, and Dr. Kriti Bharti. These personalities understood the significance of this aspect, and they made every possible effort to ensure a safe, secure, and healthy environment for the children of India. So today, I'm going to share the inspiring story of Dr. Kriti Bharti. So this commendable story began approximately 35 years back in Jodhpur in Rajasthan, where a single and a helpless mother was worried about the future of her only child, because the father had abandoned his family even before the birth of their first child to pursue his desires. Though the wife in her was completely shattered after this, but how can a mother give up so easily? She knew she had to somehow manage this crisis and bring up her child. Now she was only dependent on her relatives. But even this support system was not of any use to her. A baby girl named Kriti was born in such an unsafe environment. The mother somehow manages to bring up her only child Kriti, though none of Kriti's relatives were happy since her birth. Because had this child not been born, the relatives could have got her mother remarried and got away from all responsibilities. But due to baby Kriti's birth, this would not be easy, and these relatives would often bad-mouth Kriti. In fact, one of the cunning relatives even went to the extent of committing a heinous crime of poisoning the baby's share of cake in order to get her killed. But due to her mother, baby Kriti managed to get the required treatment on time, so she was saved. But unfortunately, the poison had spread in her entire body, due to which she got bedridden and paralyzed for life. Forget about being able to walk at the age of 10, the poor baby was not even able to move by herself. Her mother left no stone unturned to heal her daughter. But baby Kriti's body showed no sign of improvement. Then one day, someone told her about a guru residing in Bhilwara specialized in Reiki therapy. The mother wasted no time to take baby Kriti to meet this guru. And due to his treatment, Kriti's body started showing improvements over a period of time. After being bedridden for a period of more than 2 years, Kriti was able to stand on her feet by herself. Her mother really wished that Kriti should be well educated, be independent, and live in a safe environment. Nobody had ever thought that the same girl, Kriti, would not just live in a safe environment, but also ensure that the kids around her also have a safe environment to live in. Kriti worked really hard to study well during her school and college days. She completed her graduation in psychology and PhD in child care and protection. After her education, Dr. Kriti Bharti started closely working with an NGO. And when she met the poor victims of child marriage, she realized how some regressive families were ruining the lives of their daughters. To follow the society's orthodox norm of child marriage over the years to live up to society's expectations, and the main reason was fear and unsafe environment to live in. Because if they do not follow these orthodox norms, the society will boycott them. This is when Dr. Kriti Bharti decided to put a stop to the practice of child marriage. Dr. Kriti collaborated with her team and stopped many cases of child marriage. Whenever Dr. Kriti was informed about any case, she would reach the spot along with her team. As an initial step, she and her team would explain and convince both the families. They would be educated of the evil consequences of child marriage. If the concerned families get convinced, then fine. Otherwise, they would take the legal route to resolve it. but the heinous crime of child marriage would be stopped. Though doing all this was not simple, because Dr. Kriti had to deal with a lot of rich and influential people who were continuing this orthodox system since years and would do anything to keep it alive for generations to come. And that's why there was rarely any case of child marriage where Dr. Kriti received death threats if she didn't step back. But Dr. Kriti and her brave team never bothered about it. They only wanted to save the lives of the innocent girls and gave them a safe place to live in. In fact, the people who used to threaten would go to the extent of telling Dr. Kriti that a woman should not step out alone like this because anything can happen to her. But Dr. Kriti always remained unperturbed because Kriti had spent her childhood in an unsafe environment. That is why she never wanted that any other girl child to suffer like her and live a life by being scared at every step of her life. Dr. Kriti had annulled the first child marriage in India in the year 2012. Till date, Dr. Kriti had been legally successful in annulling around 40 child marriages. She has stopped over 1400 child marriages. Dr. Kriti and the team of Saarthi not just stop female kids from falling prey to child marriages, but they also enable them to be self-dependent. And during this transformational journey, they also provide a safe and secure environment. In order to stop child marriages from taking place, Dr. Kriti and the Saarthi team organize camps in various schools, colleges, public places and Anganwadi to spread awareness about this issue. This also helps the victims of child marriages to easily get in touch with them. Due to Dr. Kriti's tremendous efforts, her name was also covered in the Limca Book of World Records. Dr. Kriti aspires to abolish the regressive practice of child marriage from the country. She wishes that child marriage should only be an issue that existed in the past and the female kids of coming generation should be safe and secure. This is the key objective of Dr. Kriti and the team of Saarthi. The practice of child marriage is a curse. This not just ruins the lives of our young daughters, but also ruins the lives of the young boys. Alas, this important thing is not understood by the families of these young children. If we look at it superficially, you will feel that today we are living in modern society, where there is no discrimination between the boys and girls. But when you get into the depth of this aspect, you will realize that the condition of the young girls in several parts of our country is appalling. They are married off at the tender age of 10 to 12 years. Many of them are even sent off to their in-laws' place at such a young age. Imagine, new people, new environment, and a small child. How would the child handle such a huge change? The little girl would feel so unsafe without her family around. At the age when she should be studying, her tender shoulders have been burdened with an unwanted relationship. Such a pity. This burden breaks her spirit and deprives her of all that she deserves. The responsibility taken by Dr. Kriti Bharti to stop child marriages and annul many child marriages which took place in the past is really commendable. I'm sure that even you would fulfill your responsibility of protecting the kids around you and take the necessary actions as a responsible citizen. You can do it, you must do it, and take every effort possible based on ability to help people around you. Thank you.